And we're back, folks. Still locked in this room. Can't really do much else but go to sleep, so let's lay down and take a rest. Oh, that wasn't cryptic. Whoa.
Gotta say,
Okay.
it's a little creepy, Doc.
Straight
Waking up
creeper.
to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education, re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it then?
Now that would be telling.
He's certainly an interesting guy. Doesn't look like anything's really changed in here. What are you doing? Nothing? Sitting at your desk? Not much of a desk. Like, there's no files, no file cabinets. This whole room is just one big, giant, empty room.
Mr. Miles, sit down on the Animus.
Excuse me, sir. Alright, back into the Animus we go then. Not much choice. Continue.
Use the action view to gather information about your surroundings.
I wonder how that's supposed to work for Desmond. Like, does he look at the continue option in the Animus and it just starts?
I am.
That would be pretty
alive.
cool. Oh.
But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see. And then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassins fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Of course. You've been demoted. I lost my sword, hidden blade, short blade, counter kills, throwing knives. Basically, we lose absolutely every skill, ability, and weapon that we started with. And we get one piece of equipment or one skill back for every assassination that we complete. So we are starting over.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor.
Yes, begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
Now, believe it or not, we are still in the tutorial. I think we're about, well, probably 45 minutes, an hour in, and we're still learning the ropes. Whoop. I will say in this game it is important to shove civilians out of the way. Like if you sprint into too many, like that, you actually do fall over. It makes it harder to escape from guards and stuff if you're being chased.
We must be late for something.
It's also really hard to jump down from buildings. Like, you pretty much have to just jump. And if there's no hay bale for a leap of faith, you just have to dive. You usually end up taking damage. And we need to eavesdrop on these two gentlemen right here. So we need to find a bench. Oh, there's a bench. Sit on the bench, look at him.
I know what I saw. Mualim opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Mualim.
I can't. Mualim did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Mualim's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
This is essentially how every assassination in the game works. Up until the very end. You get to each city, you run around, you do each one of these little, I guess, side quests that we're learning how to do right now. And then once you do enough of them to unlock the assassination, you do the assassination and you go through the whole process again. Oh, here's the basket weaver. He doesn't really look like he was hiding from anybody. But, oh, gotta pickpocket him, so I gotta move away. Still too close. There we go.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Pickpocketing can be pretty easy. You just come at them from an angle, whoop, hold O, and bam, just like that. If I recall, you can actually view the letters and stuff that you pickpocket. I didn't even realize this until much later. But here's the letter. I won't read it out loud, I'll just scroll through it real quick. If you want to read it, you can pause the video. Alright. You can actually pickpocket maps and stuff that have guard patrols and look at those. I actually played through this game like at least 2 times before I even realized that you could do that. Up next we have to interrogate someone.
Has he lost his mind?
Which is essentially you just beat the crap out of them until they tell you what you want to know.
Hear the things you say. A traitor? I'm not a traitor. It's Mualim who's betrayed us. You'll see. Soon, all your eyes will be opened to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between this world and a new one. A better place where all might
they
live
send
as
me to find a
equals.
traitor.
But men like
And he's standing in the middle of the town square screaming for everyone to hear.
I see the way you look at me. Hear the things you say.
Locked on the wrong
A
guy.
traitor? I'm not a traitor.
Too close.
It's Mualim who's betrayed us. 2 days' attack was but the first. And more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
Sometimes these can be tricky, only because you're supposed to follow them to a secluded spot, and there's 1 or 2 in the game where they never really go to a spot where there isn't people, and you just kind of have to just beat them up really fast before a guard walks by and sees it, and it still counts as it not being a secluded spot, just because a guard doesn't witness it. But basically, they walk around in a circle in the same area over and over again until you jump them. Like even this guy right now, he's not really in a secluded spot.
I yield! I yield!
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal.
Whoops.
He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die.
Oh, shit.
You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Alright. We got our sword back and our hidden blade. We still can't counter kill though. That makes the combat a little frustrating. But now we are off to Damascus. Oh.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield a blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
More tutorials. R1, block. Simple enough, you can just hold it. Square, attacks.
Perfect. The work of a master. That, my students, is how we all should fight. I'll have your head.
Exit tutorial.
You must be busy. I understand.
Okay, now we're off to Damascus. Going after Tamir. Now, most of the targets in this game were either real people or based on real people. Except for Tamir. I can't find anything on Tamir. So... Oh, missed that. There we go.
He's going to hurt himself.
I just did hurt myself.
Oh, you really surprised me then.
As long as you're outside of combat, your health regenerates pretty fast in this one. So if you fall, it comes back pretty quick. Look at those gates. Now we get our choice of horse. We get black, white, or brown. Let's go with the white. I think that matches. The horse, not really a huge part. You're only on him a few times. There isn't really any combat on the horse. You just use it to run from one city to the next. And after the first time you visit a city, you unlock fast travel to that city. So, I don't know, it's something neat they added into the game. Adds a little variety.
When the Animus shows you are being watched by an informed guard, you should blend immediately.
Now this is what is called the Kingdom. It's basically just a hub region that connects all 3 of the cities and Masyaf together. Damascus, Jerusalem, and Acre. There's not really a whole lot to do here. There's some collectibles and some viewpoints, but not a whole lot as far as actual missions go. It seems like kind of a, I'd say almost pointless area, to be honest. But it is kind of fun to explore it. It's huge. It's just that there's a whole lot of nothing. Now these are viewpoints. These are scattered throughout all the cities and the kingdom itself. Basically, you climb up, you hit triangle to synchronize, you get this fancy little swooping cutscene here, and then it unlocks the map. Well, it shows you the map for that general area, like that, and it shows you all the other viewpoints in the vicinity. For the kingdom, it actually shows you all of them. It also shows you all the side quests around that particular viewpoint, and any citizens that are in distress and need help. And we'll get more on that when we actually get to Damascus. There are enemy patrols out in the kingdom, but since you're on the horse, you can pretty much just ignore them like that. They can't stop you, so. The Saracens are where they wear green. The Crusaders wear the white with the red cross, like the Templars, basically. And the, I don't even know what to call them. The Jerusalem guards, they're more neutral, I guess. I don't know. They wear all brown, so I didn't want to get in a fight here, but see, without the counter kill, combat is kind of a pain. There we go. Whoop. When you actually... Usually it takes more than one guard, but when you counter kill a few guards, or you combo kill them, sometimes the other guards will just get scared and run away. Which is... It's kind of interesting. It does get kind of annoying, though, if you just want to go around and fight a bunch of guards, because they all get scared and run away fairly easily until you get to the tougher enemy types. Look at that view. It's hard to believe that this came out early. This was an early PS3 title and 360 title. And it still holds up pretty well, I would say. Okay, yeah, I was trying to not look at the map, but I'm lost. Alright. Go down this way.
Your man! Hey, kill him!
That's okay. Just forget about me. I'm on a horse, you can't catch me. There are a few other horses, like, actually there's one right there, out in the middle of the kingdom, in case you lose yours, but none of the guards can use them as far as I can tell, so you don't really have to worry about anyone ever chasing you. You can hold X. Whoop. Well, never mind. You can hold X to blend on a horse. It works exactly as it does on foot. Pretty much makes you invisible unless you bump into a guard or something. But again, not a whole lot of reason to use it when you can just run and leave everything in your dust anyway. I do believe if you charge at a bunch of soldiers, they can knock you off the horse, but it really is just easy enough to avoid them. And we're there.
Take your time. When moving slowly, you reduce your chances of attracting unwanted attention.
And here we are, folks. Damascus. It's the second largest city in Syria. And it's one of the longest, one of the oldest still inhabited cities. Modern day. Look at that view. Wow. You can see the whole city from up here. Alright, folks. I'm going to end it here. And in the next video, we will be entering the city of Damascus. See you then.